The numbers for Davis.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Harden out there with Curry. Then it's Plumlee. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Davis in at the 4 spot. We've got the waiter. Jokic is out there with Bjelica. Then there's Bogdanovic.
Here we go.
And it's Freak in at the 3, the small forward. Talk about rookies getting early playing time these days. Were you counted on much your first season? You had a terrific rookie year, obviously, but I'm guessing you did. You were counted on early.
Yeah, you know, for the high draft picks, you're usually going to go to a team that really needs your help. I was just blessed that I had great veterans, Hall of Fame veterans. When you look at guys like Chris Mullin, how about that? I was able to watch him practice and work and take care of his body. Latrell Sprewell, Billy Owens, all the great players, Avery Johnson. So I was counted on to do a lot, but those guys helped me do a lot, and they pumped confidence into me. I was able to steal their style, their work ethic. They showed me the ropes the right way, and I couldn't have been blessed with any better veterans for me to start off my career with.
Now, here's Jokic. He's coming off a 13-point game against New York.
Yeah, and as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
Now, here's Curry following the miss by Jokic. A floater, and it's Curry laying it in.
Oh, just taking what the defense gives him. Curry's able to run the pick and roll in just such a variety of ways.
Here's the waiter, guarded by Curry. Yep, that one goes.
They can breathe a little easier on their 4th shot. They finally hit the target.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Brett Brown. This is the first meeting of these two teams, so he didn't know exactly what to expect. But he does know that he wants his guys to attack offensively. He feels their success on that end will dictate their success through the game. So, guys, we can expect them to be aggressive from early on.
Appreciate that, David. Interesting report there, GA. The team focused on what it can do offensively.
Bottom line, in this league, you have to score points. Sounds like they have a plan.
Pacing will be important. You'd like to see them move the ball and concentrate on taking good shots.
Now, here's Curry. 9-point game his last outing, and they're able to recover.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Out to the right wing. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Now here's Leonard. Coming off a stellar performance against Washington. Here's Harden, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You know, there's one award, but Harden is one. I think we can pretty much say for sure he'll never win again, and that's 6th man of the year. It's hard to believe there was ever a time this man wasn't a starter.
Free throw drops for Harden. He hits both from the stripe.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Bounce pass, Bogdanovic. Here's Jokic. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Passes like that help develop team chemistry. Bogdanovic, I love the display of unselfishness.
Pass to Harden. Shoots it up. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, Yeah, he does, and the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
Here's the waiter. Turned in an outstanding game against New York. Off his foot, and it's whistled a kick. Five on the clock, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Now here's Curry. He's guarded closely, and Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. So it's the visitors now. Now Curry. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. Leonard fires away from outside. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
You know, Greg, Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
Gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Now, here is Harden. Defense is right there. Lays it up and banks it in. Harden's got 6.
And when Harden sees a clear lane to the hoop, just move out the way. He jumps on it. So relentless in how he exploits open space.
The waiter passes to Jokic. Here's the waiter. He's got 5. The shot that time, not on target. Plumlee with some nice D. Leonard the pass to Curry. And Harden wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer is right on target. 9 points in the game so far. Gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. The pass to the waiter. Jokic passes to the waiter. 6 on the shot clock. High arcing shot. The 3. And that one's good. Jokic. Jokic has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Curry kicks to Davis. Leonard on the wing. Floats it up for Davis. Well placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
And Harden gets it to go in on the assist from Plumlee. And that's 11 points for James Harden.
And Harden is the last guy the D wants to see get loose on the break. I mean, so talented at finishing off of these opportunities.
Right wing. Here's Jokic, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. Guys sometimes don't make it big when they first get on the scene. Late bloomers that have caught your eye right now in the league. Guys that have really picked up their game.
Well, how about D'Angelo Russell?
Good one,
Let's talk about getting traded, having to move at a young age. That really could be devastating for some players. So for him to have the skill set and the mental frame of mind to fight over that, I love it. And how about Julius Randle?
Yes.
I mean, I didn't see it coming. I knew he was a beast, but he's a beast.
You mean he's a beast?
Yeah, something like that.
And he sinks the second. Mitchell with it. To the middle. George with the ball. Working on AI. And it's good, 2 points.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Here's Micic. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Jokic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jokic has got 10 points in the game.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Here is Lillard. 26 points for him last game against the Wizards in Washington. Here's Mitchell. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. Gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Fades back. And it's off the back rim. No good. Gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. It's Durant on the wing. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Oh, and look out. KD is just hurting everyone's feelings with that slam. Simply amazing.
Here's Micic. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Out left to the wing. Clock at 6. Jokic against Durant. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic. He's got 12.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. And some of these distributors have been very hot from beyond the arc this season. The best three-point shooting point guards in the league. And you look at Lillard, he's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, the weight.
You know, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and knock down a triple. Great backup plan for any point guard to have.
And as well as they shoot the 3, I don't think it needs to be the backup plan. It could be a plan A.
Passes it to Marjanovic. Here's Micic, guarded by KD. Three-pointer. Micic can't hit. Now, here's George. He's guarded by AI. And it's blocked. Davis against Jokic. To the right side. Here's Micic. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Marjanovic. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Durant finds Mitchell. Now here's Durant. Pass to Lillard. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Jokic. Over Durant. And Durant sends it back.
But Durant has arms that just keep on going and going and going. You aren't going to be able to just get a shot by him.
Tries yet again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Nikola Jokic. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Averaging 23 points per game, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every symphony needs a conductor. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
And he makes the first. Players have different ways of leading. Some guys, Chris, are loud and fiery. Others let their play do all the talking. What was your approach?
Well, Kevin, it depended on what situation I was in. When I was in Sacramento, I could be the quiet, fiery guy that led through my actions because Vlade was more of a vocal guy, and we had a really good-spirited team, so I didn't need to do much besides what we did in practice. In my younger days, when you want to win, you want to get out there, and maybe everyone doesn't have the sense of urgency that you do. You're a little bit more vocal, but I've always believed that the best leaders, no matter how well they communicate or anything else, the best leaders lead by example. And if you're telling everyone what to do and you're not doing it, usually it falls on deaf ears. So go out there and do it by example first, and everybody will follow.
Good advice.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Here's Micic, defended by George. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Let's take a moment to check out Kevin Durant here. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. Third in three-point shooting, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage, really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And he's the type of three-point specialist that doesn't need a lot of shots to rack up points. That's why he's top 3 in percentage. That's tipped. Second chance shot. The rebound by Marjanovic.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Here's Micic, guarded by Walker. Ball's knocked loose. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. George has got his second basket of the night.
That is prime-time point guard play. A sensational find by Walker to set up the easy bucket.
Here's Micic. The shot, no good. Outside Butler. And so it's the visiting team, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomes. He talked about what that means to him.
A lot of responsibility. When things go bad, people are going to look to you first. They're going to point the finger at you first. And when things go well, they're going to give you the credit. So I think it's just a balance of those two things, being willing to be that guy and being excited about it. I think you got to have fun with it.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
Yeah, I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, GA, great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
Marjanovic is out there with G. Then it's the Prophet. Then it's AI. And it's Bogdanovic in at the 2 spot. We've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Kemba Walker is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Durant. And it's Tatum in at the small forward. G is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Bogdanovic. Then it's the Prophet. And it's AI in at the 3. Moves on moves. That's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
And that one falls for Tatum. And after an incredible rookie season, Jason Tatum back to earth just a bit, Chris, in year 2.
Oh, yeah, and all that talent. Tatum getting to the line 6 times a game. That's how you put pressure on the defense.
And so Tatum nails them both.
And of course, the Celtics traded back from #1 to #3 to draft Tatum in terms of readiness and absolute steal.
They've got Jimmy Butler. Durant is out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Walker in at the point. Here's Micic. Over Walker. Here's Marjanovic, and Marjanovic with the slam.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Now here's Walker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside Tatum. From deep. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
There's the pass to Bogdanovic. Here's G. AI outside. Here's Micic. With the clock winding down, and Marjanovic with the slam.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Walker's shot is off. Gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
He just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautifully. Passes it to Butler. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
Some say the mid-range jumper is dying out. Yeah, right. Guys like Butler, they're keeping it alive.
Here's Micic, guarded by Walker. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Walker. No points in the game yet for him. Shot from free throw range, and he hits the jump shot.
He's just taking what the defense gives up. Walker, I mean, he's so smooth in these situations.
Pass to Bogdanovic. Here's Micic, defended by Butler. And Durant comes to help. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. G dishes to AI. Poked loose. Pass to Marjanovic. Here's G. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That is his first foul of the game. James Harden, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. Here's the waiter. He has 5. Shot clock at 5. It's Bogdanovic on the wing. Over Harden. A nice shot by Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic has got 5 now.
Polished offensive player. Bogdanovic has a nice-looking mid-range shot, and it just continues to get better.
Here's Walker. It's deflected. Here's G. Aldridge is covering. Outside Bogdanovic. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Mason Plumlee's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Here's the waiter, guarded by Walker. In the corner, it's Freak. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And Harden with the stuff.
Now look, nobody takes more contact than Harden inside. Nobody's better at scoring through.
The pass to Freak. Here's the waiter, defended by Butler. G passes to Bielitsa. They get it back. Freak kicks to G. They shoot again. No good. Some solid defense from Butler. Gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And he comes up with the deuce. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
Brutal. He's so crafty with the ball. The ability to score inside and outside. Just a terrific night from Harden.
Passes to the waiter. Here's the teardrop. And that's 2 points on the layup. The waiter's got his third basket of the night right there.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Harden dishes to Tatum. There's Walker with the three. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
And Tatum pulls it down.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
To the paint and slam dunk by Butler.
And the connection Butler has with his teammates, he knows when they're going to throw it his way.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's the waiter, guarded by Walker, and it's sent back by Plumlee. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. From deep, count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts, a scorching 88%.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Well, if teams are getting shaken up a bit, coach is usually the first to go, get fired. Do you think teams get too trigger happy with that aspect, coach first and then looking at the team?
Yeah, I do. But unfortunately, if you're the head of the team, that's the responsibility, and that's kind of that's your job to take all of the heat. Being a coach is such a thankless job. You don't get thanked unless you win the championship. If not, it's like, good job, okay. We don't care about the fires you put out. We don't care about the players you develop. We don't care about the chemistry you built. You didn't win, and so, yeah, coaches are usually the first to go, and it's unfair. But hopefully they have some connections and they have a good resume, because they'll be back around somewhere else. They'll pop up somewhere else.
They sure will. Jokic has checked in for G. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to show you the teams leading the league in assists this season.
The beauty of watching this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
On defense, the visitors. Bogdanovich passes to Freak. Here's the waiter. Hands it from downtown. The waiter's got 10 points in the game.
Well, he's not going to get an easier look than that. You don't need to double team him, but you can't leave him all alone.
Pass to Lillard. The tray. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. He's got 5.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Here's the waiter. 10 points for him. Pass to Jokic. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Here's the waiter. Shot clock at 6. You know what? They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. It's hard. Oh, look at him fly!
Get out the way!
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. 20 points for him last game against New York.
I mean, and you look at his free throw numbers. I mean, this shows you how much pressure he put on the defense.
Chalk up 2 there.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now Lillard. 5 points in the game. And the pass to Harden. Outside, George. Left side, Leonard. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Leonard's got his first points of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Pass to the waiter. Now Jokic. Here's the waiter. He's got 12. Doubled by Plumlee. There's the triple. It's Bielitsa. It's hauled in by George. Gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. And stolen by Bielitsa. Poked away. George with the ball. 17 points for him last game against Washington. Over in the corner, Lillard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Pass to Freak. Outside, Bogdanovic. Jokic inside. Working on Plumlee. And it's Jokic missing.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And George kicks to Harden. Here's the floater. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Bogdanovic looking around. Pass to the waiter. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Both teams deciding to change it up. There's a minute 34 left here in the second. Bielitsa misses.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Lillard outside. The pass to Mitchell. Five to shoot. Left side, Leonard. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
A moment here to see some numbers for Anthony Davis. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's getting around 16 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. It's been reflected in that stat sheet.
Over to the wing. Davis against Jokic. Back to Bogdanovic. To the left wing. Here's Micic. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
The shot's good.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Getting under 40% all in all for the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Bielitsa bounce pass. Here's Bogdanovic. AI passes to Bielitsa. Just 5 on the clock. Now here's Lillard. Not a lot of room.
And once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
7 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Micic. Oh, big time shot.
He just beat the buzzer. Wow. He barely beat the buzzer right there.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
And you see this so often, league-wide, ending the period with a three-point attempt.
And so it's the visiting team looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Here with Brett Brown. Now, Coach, it seemed like you guys came out a little flat. How do you get some energy for the second half?
you just got to go with the people that have energy. I feel like we are not the aggressors. We have to do whatever we're going to do through our defense, and so far it's been poor.
Brett, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 20 points and 1 rebound. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Well, they're giving up too many high percentage looks, Ernie. They're not closing down the lane, and they're not going hard on the perimeter. That will get an L in any ball.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Bjelica is out there with Freak, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Bogdanovic, and it's the waiter in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. Now here's Leonard. He gets it in there. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
With some arc, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Davis finds Harden. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. And it's now 22 points for James Harden, being 40% from the field. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Bogdanovic passes to Jokic. Plumlee with some nice D. And 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Curry, good. Curry's got his second bucket of the game to go.
The ability to put the ball on the deck to get anywhere he needs to go, that's a big advantage for Curry.
Passes it to the waiter. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity. Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
Pass to the waiter. And here's Jokic. He's got 12. And there's the pass to the waiter. No good off the back of the rim.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Now, here's Bogdanovic. He's got 5. Here's the waiter. And nothing is falling for him right now.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Off target from outside. Gone 0 of 5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. The drive by Jokic. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Harden. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor.
He's not just an outside threat. Harden's a player who can score from anywhere.
And so the timeout by Brett Brown here.
And he's been trying to do it all himself, and it's not working. Instead of forcing shots, you got to focus on moving the ball and keeping everybody involved.
Marjanovic checked in for Bielitsa. Some of the best free throw shooters in the NBA. Let's highlight them. Third is Stephen Curry.
And you simply got to avoid sending him to the line. Absolutely no one has better form from the stripe than he does.
They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin, on this trip. They can't continue to come up empty.
And it's sent back by Aldridge. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. G's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Here's Bogdanovic. 5 points in the game. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the waiter. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
He's gone off the rails this quarter, and it's a bad time to do it. I mean, when they're needing to fight from behind.
Curry dishes to Davis. And they double up Davis. Here's Curry. G with the rebound. G's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now, here's Bogdanovic. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Pass to the waiter. Shoots. And he nails the jumper. The waiter's got 14 points.
Oh, wow. Such a willing passer. Bogdanovic doesn't look for his shot. He also wants to get his teammates involved.
Curry passes to Butler. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they got to show some more aggression.
Pass to the waiter. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's the waiter. He's got 14. Pass to Marjanovic. 6 on the shot clock. Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Now Walker, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And so here's the home team, trailing by 19. Now the pass to the waiter. Floats one, and the layup is good. He's got 16.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Walker taking his time here. Passes to Durant. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Durant's got 5.
Oh, that's Walker's job. Keep the ball moving. Keep creating good opportunities.
Bogdanovich against Butler. Pass to the waiter. Six to shoot. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Outside Butler. Uncovered. No good that time.
Come on. You got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
Pass to G. Here's the waiter. 16 points for him. To the wing right side. And a wide open look for Freak. Drills the three-pointer. On a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. From deep, Walker. G with the rebound. And 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Defended by Butler. Takes it from 10. The pass to the waiter. From deep three-point range, that one doesn't go.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
On Saturday, they're off to New York to face the Knicks. Then on Monday, they'll head back home to take on the Los Angeles Lakers.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
And that one falls for Tatum. Micic, he's checked in for the waiter. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Marjanovic passes to Micic. And it's Durant with the rebound.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
To the inside, Mitchell banked in off the glass.
Mr. Everything. Durant can score it, pass it, do what you want to do. He can defend at a high level. So fun watching him play.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. 5 points in the game. Micic, the pass to G. Here's Marjanovic. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Damian Lillard.
And the second chance becomes a dunk we could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. And that one misses. Gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%.
Oh, goodness. Did you see that?
It's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
And a pretty brutal 29% since the break.
One of the game's elite scorers and closers, Damian Lillard. The game on the line, you know what time it is. It's dang time.
Now here's Freak. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Freak. Gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Lillard with it. He's got 9. A rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Chris, you talk about degree of difficulty. Damian Lillard takes and makes some incredibly tough shots.
Oh, Kevin, the percentages don't do him justice. I mean, off the dribble, contested, from deep. Lillard is always a threat.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
You can't do a lot to stop Lillard. He's amazing at absorbing contact on these drives.
Gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Micic, the pass to G. Here's Micic, covered by Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. G kicks to Bjelica. Here's Micic. The offensive rebound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Jokic has checked in for G. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Doing it beautifully here in the third, 56% from the field. Lillard, the pass to Plumlee. Here is Lillard, 11 points in the game. For 3, that one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Mitchell against Bogdanovich. Inside. 4 on the shot clock. And it's Jokic missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Leonard finds George. And that's a foul called on the Prophet. That's his first foul. Home team on D. Fires it up.
Nice work making an impact on D. Bjelica getting after it and hustling there.
That's tipped, and the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Bogdanovich against Mitchell. Passes it to Lillard. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game. And Jokic slams it in.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the third. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, when he was in high school in California, Kawhi won the state's Mr. Basketball Award. And you look at the list of guys who've won that award over the years, it has a lot of the all-time greats on it.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first one falls. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Impeccable from the line since halftime. And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Out to the right wing. Here's Jokic. They get it back. Marjanovic. That shot off the mark. And so it's the visiting team sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Around 36%, they're just not able to finish consistently. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Paul George is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Stephen Curry. And there's Davis. And it's Mitchell in at the shooting guard position.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Now here's Curry.
Using that signature pump fake, Steph causes the defender to overcommit.
The free throw drops for Curry. Chris, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think is adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys. And so you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports and use them in business. So in business, I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it, get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings, and be the last one that leaves. And just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice too. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Jokic, and he gets the bucket.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Left side Curry floats it up for Davis. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Bjelica misses.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Here's Micic, guarded by Curry. Chris, it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe, I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
You know, I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial bottom dweller, basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we could win a championship, we could do it. But, you know, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep teams straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league can find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership.
Now here's Curry. And Curry throws it down.
And add an exclamation point by Steph, a much better athlete than most people realize.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Some bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
Here's the waiter, guarded by Kirk. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Two-time NBA champion Michael Thompson says the arm muscles, Chris, on today's players don't measure up with what they used to be. Is that even important?
You know what? He's right, but I don't know how important that is unless, you just want to bring the gun show to the games and pull out the arms and the curls and say, check out these muscles. But now I think, it's a lot different. And make no mistake, even though that is a true comment, the players of today are much more athletic than his day and my day. And I think that's because of technology. They understand core strength. They understand dieting. They understand rest. And so many, they're privy to so much information that we didn't have. But, yeah, no more curls. It doesn't seem like there are any more Karl Malone 24-inch pythons, brother, out there in any of these games.
Gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. It's Harden with the drive and Harden with the stuff.
Oh, Harden is so good at finishing these and ones. I mean, he is just a thorn in the D side.
The other day, Chris, I heard Commissioner Adam Silver talking about that it strikes him sometimes how isolated players can be with cell phones and headphones, and those things wouldn't help that. Is it something that you've noticed or that you're concerned about?
You mean with my nephews and nieces and friends that are younger and kids walking across the street looking at their phones and not even looking both ways?
Your play-by-play partner, whoever it might be.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Kevin, those are the times. And so I would tell Adam Silver, Mr. Commissioner, yeah, that's a basketball problem. That's a world problem. How are we going to stop any of that? We're here now. There's no putting that genie back in the bottle, Kevin.
Jovic, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Chris, underclassmen entering the draft, they can now hire agents, get help attending workouts, and still retain their eligibility. Do you like that move?
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps less to fall by the wayside. So you come out of college, you don't know how good you are. You don't, it's based off ego, how hard you worked, family and friends telling you, go, get the money. But what's your testing ground? You don't know. You don't have a full context. So I love the fact that it lets you go out there and see. And if you have any trepidation, go back to school. You got another year. So, yes, I love this move.
Excellent. C-Web, excellent. And so he hits both.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Now here's Butler. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, man, such a solid athlete with nice overall quickness. When Butler gets going downhill, good luck at trying to stop him.
And the first one drops. One negotiating concession the league wants from the Players Union: prospect attendance, Chris, at the draft combine and team-wide access to player physicals.
Well, this is a tough one because I don't think that a team that is not interested in you should have your physical. And we all know that information is shared, and so it should be genuine in the teams that are truly interested. And so I understand agents holding back on that. Medical information is something very serious that just because you have an opportunity to be drafted, your information shouldn't be spread all across the world just because you're at a combine. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but basically you just want a level playing field for everyone. And if we have that, it'll be better for everyone.
And yes, it's good. The Waiters got 4 this quarter.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Here's Curry. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Now here's Curry. From deep. G with the rebound. G's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's the Waiter. The dish to Bogdanovich. Pass to Freak. Trying his luck from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his 3rd assist on the night. Curry kicks to Butler. Chris, what's your definition of most valuable player?
LeBron, Michael Jordan. Okay, okay, the best player in the league. That's my definition. Who makes players better? Who brings the fans into the game? There's only one type of player that's an MVP, and there's only about 6 guys in a year that can be MVP. But if you're talking about guys that help you, let's say, are the best on a contract or are getting the most bang for their buck, you got to look at guys like a Siakam. You know, he's just making over $2 million this season, still playing on that rookie contract, and those are the guys that are on their way up. So you can always find young talent playing for maybe less than what they should be getting at that time, but the most valuable player continues to be the top 6 players of the league, period.
Plumlee with the rebound. Gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the 4th quarter. Here's Curry. It's blocked. Another shot. Durant kicks to Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Plumlee. Here's the Waiter. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. Pass to Jokic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish you.
And a deep 3 from Curry. Offensive rebound. Now Durant. Back to Butler. Goes back up. And it's sent back by Jokic. And here comes the break. And Chris, whether it's KD or Kyrie, we've seen stars grow irritated with constant questions about their free agent destinations.
I would just suggest to them to go back in time. Nothing's new under the sun. Watch guys like Shaq, myself, other guys that were free agents. It's a time to talk about it, and it's a time not to. And you can even speak about your impending free agency without insulting the fans where you're playing and without guessing of maybe where you will go next year. I just think that guys just need to be a little more sensitive with it. Fans really want to know, and if the media's going to ask you the question, you got to figure a way how to handle that out delicately.
Well said.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And that one misses. Bielitsa, he's checked in for G. And the second free throw, good. Gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Stolen. Here's the waiter, guarded by Curry. The waiter passes to Bogdanovich. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Jokic, no good.
Turns an easy jump shot into a tough one by going to the fadeaway. I mean, look what happens.
Outside Curry. Here's Harden. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Yeah, Kevin, you can't afford to leave someone open around Curry. He's great at keeping his head on a swivel.
Here's the waiter. That one goes in. The waiter's got 13 points in the second half.
Oh, he's got it rolling this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, he's mastered the art of drawing fouls. Harden's led the league in free throws time and time again.
That free throw good from Harden. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Chris, we read this the other day, the NBA announcing the development of the BAL, the Basketball African League. They feel there's a lot of untapped potential there. I would tend to agree.
I'm so excited. I already put my name in the hat to go out there and work with and help develop these kids. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, just think about this. You want to know what type of talent is out there? Let's just start with Akeem. Then we go to Mutombo, Embiid. He's from Cameroon. How about Antetokounmpo, who has Nigerian parents? I mean, we can keep on going. How about Ibaka help find Siakam? Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
There's some talent out there, baby. And yes, I'm excited for the BAL, the Basketball African League. Africa, stand up, baby.
Now here's Curry. Outside Leonard. The pass to Plumlee. Curry kicks to Leonard. Down low, Plumlee. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Plumlee's got his first 2 points.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
Passes it to the waiter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Curry with it. Pass to Davis. Outside Leonard. Pass to Harden. And the basket is good. Harden's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
Well, GA, this is no let up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
And there's the pass to Bielitsa. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. And Jokic throws it down.
Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
Here's Curry. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Such confidence from Curry. I mean, you watch him take it inside, you think he were a bigger player.
Well, Greg, it took some time for Bogdan Bogdanovich to make it over to the NBA, but you can see why he was worth the wait.
And Bogdanovich showed some flashes of his great shooting that rookie year and only improved on that last season. Still, you know, in his mid-20s, he should only continue to get better as he adjusts to the NBA.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. .132 left to play in the final quarter. Disregarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic. Even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories. Whether you're talking about the Vlade Divas or the Sabos that came into the game, and even you can
Dirk
go to
Nowitzki.
Marshall
all
Lonis,
these
Dirk
guys.
Nowitzki. Yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to him, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, D-like, that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters.
Now, here's Grant. Passes to Shake and Bake. 5 on the clock. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And here's Walker. Mitchell finds Davis. The kick out to Tatum. The wing jumper off target. Here's the waiter, and he uses the glass on the layup. The waiter's got 34.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Walker against Grant from 12 feet out. That one's not going to go. Here's the waiter, guarded by Walker. The waiter passes to Grant. From deep three-point range, off target. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Mason, your game has expanded some, and what has that process been like?
you know, you just learn something new every game. You have to study your opponent and see what's going to be open. But some of the constants have to be rebounding, defense, bringing energy, and that's always going to get you a little bit.
Well, you had the whole package tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.